Friends, while Bitcoin has taken a break, infrastructure projects in popular blockchains continue to gain momentum, and the best example of this is the Jupiter token, which has grown by 4,700% since listing in February on Binance. Is there a similar project on the market with the same functionality and growth potential that you can still join as an early investor? Subscribe to the channel and let's figure it out. You definitely couldn't miss the meme coin mania that started recently. Traders earn huge amounts of money in a matter of days. Take, for example, this lucky guy who bought a meme coin for $4 and then sold his tokens for $64,000, receiving an incredible 17,125,000 times more. Another meme trader turned $1,173 into $142,000 in just a few days, successfully hitting the dog wife hat token. True, if he had not sold before the main pump, then his $1,000 could have increased to $23 million. But you never know. This was the maximum, or there will be another upward surge. And there are completely different stories when in 3 days the loss to a meme trader is $147,000. Together, this has led to leading Solana-based decentralized exchanges setting record trading volumes, beating their competitors on the Ethereum network, which led to Solana's growth to $200. And it entered the top 4 cryptocurrencies by capitalization. And we can also see an increase in infrastructure projects. Thus, the Jupiter token gained 35% over the week, and Radium 50%. The question is whether there is a potential competitor in the crypto market that can repeat this success. The first in this line will be blockchain Injective. Let's remind you that an increase of 3,400% since the start of trading in 2020 was made possible due to an extremely timely pump against the backdrop of receiving $150 million in investments from the Binance Labs and Jump Crypto funds. And even earlier, Pantera Capital and cryptocurrency advocate billionaire Mark Cuban invested in them. But why were they given this money right now? What if, just as Solana displaces Ethereum-based platforms from the DEX market, blockchain Injective will eventually push Solana off this pedestal? After all, they already have all the necessary infrastructure. The Injective network was originally designed as a platform for DeFi that supports spot and futures trading, forecast markets, lending services, and other financial applications. Injective is also built on the Cosmos engine. That is, it's compatible with all blockchains from this ecosystem. It can also interact with bridges on Ethereum, thanks to the developments of the Cosmos team. It's worth noting that Solana's growth was rapid amid a sharp increase in TVL, which amounted to 75% over the month and reached $3.8 billion. Now let's open the same chart for Injective. So far, we're talking about a modest $63 million, despite the fact that the capitalization of this cryptocurrency exceeds $3 billion. The successful launch of popular DEX exchanges within the Injective ecosystem can lead to interest from traders, which will trigger the growth of TVL and the movement of the coin into the top 20, and possibly into the top 10 by capitalization. For this purpose, the price should increase approximately 6 times and exceed $220. Let's remember that in the event of such a strong movement, the maximum profit will not be brought by the parent blockchain, but by projects from their ecosystem, which will provide growth factors, as happened with Jupiter or Solana, and such a token already exists in the Injective network. We will analyze it in detail in the second part of the video. And if you like videos with reviews of promising coins in an early stage of launch, subscribe to the channel and like. This way, I'll know to make more content like this. Thus, the Injex Finance project may have a gem token, abbreviated INJX. Let me briefly remind you about the features of the Injex Finance. It's a universal, decentralized aggregator with which you can connect to any exchange within the Injex network. That is, the functionality is very similar to Jupiter in the blockchain Solana, and it has one important feature: ease of use. The Injex Finance team has done everything possible so that even a beginner can trade using their application. The test version of Injex Finance was launched this year, and the main interface is currently being tested. The developer's priority is to create a function for intelligent order routing and dynamic adjustment of transaction costs in real time. This routine was called multi-LP. In other words, it solves the problem of choosing the most profitable deals with minimal commissions. The first attempt to deploy the main network has already been made, which showed excellent results and received high praise from the Injective community. It is known that Injex Finance is preparing to launch its own token, and first of all, it may appear on Launchpad. There's already an agreement with the Bullperks platform, which has successfully launched 65 projects, in particular Humanoid, Carbon, and Clubcoin. This will happen in a few months because the token generation event is planned for the second quarter. The team also plans to list on exchanges with a starting trade price of 2 cents. It is still unclear what exchanges these will be. We can assume that DEX will belong to the Injective and Cosmos ecosystem, but CEX sites are where the developers keep maximum intrigue. And from the tokenomics, we can find out that there will be a total of 1 billion coins, of which 15% will be used to support liquidity and staking, 15.5% will go to the preliminary and public rounds of token sales, respectively. 15% will be received by the community as a result of drops and other activities with the distribution of coins. The team will receive 13%, and another 17% will go to the project treasury and 20% to the development fund. Moreover, only a small part of the tokens will be available from the very beginning, because the vesting period for various categories ranges from 10 to 26 months. But even if all 100% of the coins are on the market at the same time, with a starting listing price of 2 cents, this will be a capitalization of only $20 million, which is a small amount, and overclocking such a coin will not be difficult. The pre-sale of the INJX token is currently underway, during which you can buy it at half the price of the planned listing price. That is, you can increase your investment by 100% by simply entering the project as an early investor and waiting for the start of trading on the exchanges. But in fact, the potential of Injex Finance is many times greater. One might say 100, 300, or even 500 times. Why would the price have to rise to $10? This is not financial advice, but for serious growth, several factors will need to come together, and the first of them is the demand for the Injective ecosystem. If their own meme coin mania starts there, then the shovel sellers will profit from this by analogy with the gold rush, namely trading protocols. The second factor is successful listings on the centralized exchanges of the first echelon, such as Binance, Coinbase, Bybit, and so on. There is a chance for this because the token of the parent blockchain Injective is already traded on all leading platforms, and then Bitcoin comes into play, which is now extremely unstable, having already fallen 17% from a new historical high. Traders and crypto analysts agree that we are dealing with a correction before the halving, which is expected in April, and that the main growth will begin after. The forecast of the famous analyst Willy Woo, who believes that Bitcoin will have 2 peaks in this cycle, and the first will occur in mid-2024, that is approximately at the same time as the start of trading in Injex Finance. It's clear that the team is choosing the best time to list, and so far their plan is looking good. You can learn more about Injex Finance and buy their token at the pre-sale using the links under the video. Thank you for watching.